The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Trying to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Breida on the carry. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Bills 7, Dolphins 6.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And it's 3rd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going deep for Diggs. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Now, sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And again this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Complete.
A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Finding Knox there, complete.
the pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That one taken in by T. Higgins. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to T. Higgins. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oliver made the tackle.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Open man is Higgins.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
One. Losing yardage back at the 12.
He was brought down by...
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 50.
From the gun, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
49, guys. Mike.
Throwing again, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Oh, that was dangerous.
Haskins
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. The 40, 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Haskins, the open man here, Renfro. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins. This one caught by Davis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Haskins going to throw again. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Bills 27, Dolphins 13.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returnable here for Davis. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the the 36. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
2 yards on the
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Second down.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.